Have you ever felt like you're just drifting through life, pulled in a million different directions, your goals just out of reach, your days a blur of distractions? You're not alone. I used to be there too, constantly busy but never truly productive. My mind was like a stormy sea, chaotic and overwhelming. Then I discovered something that changed everything. It wasn't a magic pill or a complex system. It was the simple, profound power of a focused mind. And today I want to share the story of how I harnessed that power, and how you can too. Imagine an old gardener. He doesn't try to water the entire field at once. Instead, he tends to one plant at a time, giving it his full attention, the right amount of water and care. Our minds are like that garden. When we scatter our attention everywhere, nothing truly grows. But when we focus our energy, we can cultivate incredible results. This isn't just a nice metaphor. It's a fundamental principle for a successful and fulfilling life. My journey started with a book. Not a self-help book, but a simple story about a craftsman who spent his entire life perfecting one skill. His secret wasn't genius talent, it was unwavering focus. Every day he showed up and did the work, shutting out the noise of the world. That story hit me hard. I looked at my own life, my phone buzzing constantly, dozens of browser tabs open, my to-do list a mile long. I was a master of distraction, not a master of my craft. So, I decided to run an experiment. For 1 week, I would build one simple habit. 30 minutes of completely uninterrupted, focused work on a single task each morning. No phone, no email, no social media. Just me and the task. The first day was torture. My mind screamed for a distraction. I wanted to check my phone, grab a snack, do anything but sit still. But I pushed through. By the third day, something shifted. The 30 minutes started to feel shorter. I was getting into a state of flow, a deep immersion in my work that I hadn't experienced in years. By the end of the week, the results were astounding. I had accomplished more in those 30 minutes each day than I often did in a whole morning of scattered work. But it wasn't just about productivity. I felt calmer, more in control, and a sense of pride washed over me. I had reclaimed a piece of my own mind. This small habit was the first step in a complete transformation. It proved to me that we don't need to overhaul our entire lives overnight. We just need to start with one small, intentional act of focus. So how can you start building your own focused mind? Let's break it down into simple, actionable habits. The first and most crucial is what I call the sacred hour, or even just the sacred 30 minutes. Choose a time each day, preferably in the morning before the world wakes up, that is dedicated to your most important task. This is non-negotiable time. Inform your family, put your phone in another room and turn off all notifications. Treat this time with the respect it deserves. It's your time to build your future. The second habit is to practice single tasking. Our brains are not designed to multitask effectively. When we think we're multitasking, we're actually just rapidly switching between tasks, which drains our mental energy and increases the chance of errors. So make a conscious choice. When you're writing an email, just write the email. When you're talking to someone, give them your full attention. When you're eating, just eat. This practice trains your brain to stay on one track, strengthening your focus muscle over time. Habit number 3 is to create a distraction-free environment. Your physical space has a huge impact on your mental state. If your desk is cluttered and your phone is buzzing next to you, you're setting yourself up for failure. Take 5 minutes before you start a task to clear your workspace. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Use apps that block distracting websites for a set period. You want to make focus the path of least resistance. It's not about willpower alone. It's about smart design. Let me tell you about Sarah, a member of our community. Sarah was an aspiring writer who dreamed of finishing her novel, but was stuck in a cycle of procrastination and self-doubt. She felt overwhelmed by the sheer size of the project. She started with just 15 minutes of focused writing each morning. Some days she only wrote a paragraph, but she did it every single day. That consistency built momentum. The 15 minutes turned into 30, then an hour. A year later, she sent me a message. She had finished her first draft. Her story isn't about becoming a best-selling author overnight. It's about the life-changing power of showing up and focusing one day at a time. Another powerful technique is to schedule your distractions. This sounds counterintuitive, right? But think about it. The urge to check social media or watch a funny video doesn't just disappear. Instead of fighting it all day, give it a designated time slot. For example, you might decide to check your social media for 15 minutes during your lunch break and another 15 minutes in the evening. When the urge to peak arises during your focused work time, you can gently tell yourself, "Not now. I have time for that later." This gives you a sense of control and reduces the mental battle. And let's not forget the importance of rest. A focused mind is not a mind that is on 24/7. That leads to burnout. True focus requires periods of deep rest and renewal. This means getting enough sleep, spending time in nature, and allowing your mind to wander and be bored sometimes. Boredom isn't the enemy. It's often where our most creative ideas are born. So, schedule downtime with the same seriousness you schedule your work. Your brain will thank you with sharper focus when you need it. This journey isn't about becoming a productivity robot. It's about becoming more human. It's about being fully present in your own life. When you're focused on your work, you produce better results and feel a deep sense of accomplishment. When you're focused on your family and friends, you build stronger, more meaningful connections. When you're focused on a simple walk in the park, you experience the world with more richness and joy. Focus is the gateway to a more intentional, vibrant, and fulfilling life. It all starts with a single choice. The choice to turn off the noise and listen to the quiet voice inside. The choice to honor your own time and attention. The choice to build one simple habit. Your life-changing story is waiting to be written. It doesn't begin with a giant leap, but with a small focused step. What will your first step be? Maybe it's putting your phone away for the next hour. Maybe it's clearing your desk. Whatever it is, do it now. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this story has inspired you to explore the power of focus in your own life. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content on living an intentional life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one habit you're going to try? Let's support each other on this journey. Until next time, stay focused and be well.